Daddy's car called?
Durango.
Nice. And what kind of engine's inside?
A honey.
Nice. All right, just got the roof rack delivered from UPS. Pretty big box. Here's the part number for you. We'll see how it looks. All right, so in the box, we have a couple boxes from Thule or Thule or Thule. Not sure how you pronounce it. We got the bars. Looks like some sort of hardware here. The brackets. And then something in here. Not sure what's in here. Additional hardware. Or keys. Keys, cool. All right, I started looking at the instructions and they were kind of confusing. So I just started looking at it and it's really quite easy. These brackets slide into the extrusion really easily just by popping this tab out. It's a little bit hard to, they're pretty strong. So you pop it down. This lets you slide it back and forth. And these put that back. These little things here are like a length gauge, so you can line up the number here on both sides to make it even. So that's what I did there. These little rubber blocks go on the bottom. This little metal bracket slides in here. You loosen this screw. When you're done, you're ready to tighten it down. Pop this in, locks it down. So it's actually pretty easy to get them roughly assembled, and I'll show you how to clamp them down once they're on the truck and I get them the distance gaps settled in nicely. On the other side here, it gives us a nice piece of rubber to slide into this groove, so I'm going to do that now, and we'll be pretty much ready to pop them on the car. Little end caps, they snap on pretty easily here. Good. This opens up, I'm not sure why. I think it's to slide the rubber stopper or the rubber grommet inside there. So we'll do that next. As you can see here, just push this in. Kind of need two hands so it doesn't slide, but you get the idea. All right, got them all ready to go here. The only thing remaining is underneath these little gaps here. There's a little plastic rubber stopper that it comes with. You cut them to length to fill in this area. But I'm not going to do that until after I get it up on the car. Make sure these distances are aligned. Do a little bit of fine tuning. They should be pretty close because I measured. All right, so I got the rear bar on. Now I'm doing the front bar. As you can see, you just tighten this here. It pulls this in. You have a nice lip here on the rubber. It's a really good fit. It's like OEM. That's what you want. There's my markings I put on there, front right. So what you do here is put this in. You'll see it start to clamp down. You want to do, there it goes. You want to do a little bit each side. Kind of hop back and forth between the driver's side and passenger side. Make sure to keep a little pressure on this, and you want this, I think you want this lip to stay right there as it should be. So I have this aligned here, about a finger's width. We'll check the other side. So same thing here, about a finger's width. I'll just keep tightening this a little bit. All right, so I got it nice and clamped down well on each side. It's not really going anywhere. One more turn, you shove it in here. It has a nice click in, so you can leave this tool inside. Should be pretty much done. I back up here. They look pretty parallel. and give it a shot. Yeah, pretty happy with that. As far as the overall look, they're definitely not as clean as the OEM rails that tuck into the side and are integrated, and they certainly stick up a little higher, and they're not thrilled with the overhang. But all things considered, they look really clean and high-end for what they are, and they certainly serve the purpose a few times a year. I do like the little machined aluminum color. Ties in nicely with the finish on the Hemi badge, and even the wheels here, if they were clean. So yeah, all things considered, happy with it so far. Got this big roof rack here. It's pretty slim but long. The Thule Summit series. Definitely an older model, but bought it used, Craigslist. I think it was like 150 bucks. Quite a bit cheaper than the new ones. Looking at it in the white car, I think I'm actually going to try and paint this a nice bright white to match the car. I think that'll look pretty darn cool. So let's see how that goes. All right, so I've got my test fit going here. Got the box taped off. I'm going to paint it soon, but just looking at my brackets. Back brackets are pretty much good there. So these ones are a little bit short. So I got a hole here. I just got to move this guy up one. So I'll do that after I paint it. But it should fit nicely. As far as how it looks, I'd like it to be set back a little bit more towards the rear of the car, but it'll work for now. Yeah, the ones with the stow and go were a little bit, that came factory rails, made it sit a little bit further back, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's not really hanging over the front windshield. It's kind of right on the edge, which is usually what you see. So now we're gonna paint it. All right, just about done here. I'm gonna give it one real light dusting when it dries over, but I think it turned out pretty good. We'll see how it looks on the car. Doesn't need to be perfect, just thought it would be a nice little accent to have it basically color match the Durango itself. So you might notice it's now winter time. It's been like 5 months since I started initially filming this video. But life got in the way, you know, baby. We all got COVID. We're fine. Life got busy. Such and such, the holidays. But finally got around here mid-January to getting it mounted on the car. I think it looks great. So we'll give it a little ride. And who knows, maybe we'll use it soon. Go skiing or something. All right, so I'm just gonna finish up tightening the last of the 4 brackets here. Pretty easy. Reaching over is the hardest part without climbing on the roof. So with the cargo box on, you hear a little bit of wind noise over above maybe 40 miles an hour or so. But without that, you know, I had these bars on again. I mentioned it's been a few months, for 5+ months now, and you know, they're almost dead quiet. You hear virtually no noise. I think maybe over like 70 with the windows open, you hear a little like a high-pitched squealing, but it's nothing to be concerned with. I'd say the takeaway here is that you know, the Durango is a pretty big vehicle, but occasionally you need even more space. So even if you don't have the OEM roof racks and a cargo box, don't hesitate to consider putting one on. Or you could always just get a small trailer and pull that, because It is a tow and go after all. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Takeaway here is that the Mopar roof racks work well. Durango's an awesome truck, and I appreciate all my subscribers. So anyone wants to consider subscribing, I'd appreciate it. Have a great day. See ya.